all in the wrist. Watch out flip. Watch out whip. I'm in the whip. All in the wrist. I never switch.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge.
Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Houston Texans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on. Ready? You ready? 458's the mic. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, man. Switch.
Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Rabbit.
This one complete to Devin Funchess. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
6-6. Pull it high. Watch the ship. Kill. He's coming. We got double up. 58, boys, 58. 58, Mike. Man out.
From the 44, Ryan. It's caught by Funchess. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A huge play there for Houston. 42 yards. And now a timeout. Defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
Showing it. 20, 20, 20, 20.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. From the shotgun, Ryan. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant. No. Off.
Ryan. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And an alley to run. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
On 1st down, Watson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again is Watson. And going deep for Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
First and 10. 18-yard line. Take four.
They keep it with Miller on first down. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now it's Miller. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan. Catch made by Slayton. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. From the gun on third down, Ryan. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down. A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
59, ready. Slam.
This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Tight end right. Mike 51.
Now it's Ryan. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
A first update now from Cincinnati, and the Bengals out to the early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
A gain of 16 yards. And a Falcon first down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. No score after one on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. Room here to run. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards the pickup there and also a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory right at the 40. Now it's Watson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll run with Barkley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Watson. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 16-yard line.
From the 16, Ryan. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And the Texans first and 10 at the 21-yard line.
X3, 218, chop it. 58, right over there.
On first down, it's Miller. The tackle there by Antoine Woods. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
At the 22-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Ryan. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Ryan Succop for the point after. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Falcons 7.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
It's going to be a long day on this. It's going to be a long day.
Back to the air, Ryan after the pick 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
Watch QB drop. 21. Hey, check 24. Check.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan towards the end zone for Brown. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Jerron Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Darryl Roberts right there on the coverage.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
If you kill it, motion me out. Hey,
Watson throwing again. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Chris Conte, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
He's coming, double up. Check number 59, ready.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Set. 19. Check 55 to Mike. Stay with your man.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Kevin Minter. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where
Funchess is free. Touchdown, Houston. Devin Funchess, 83 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
You got Ocean Man. You got Ocean Man right there. Mike 50.
Here's Watson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, That type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro it with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone, not much more impressive than that. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get.
And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Suck up for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
At the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. Here we go. Check three. Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. I hate to sound really complete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go. In this first half.
Texans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it. With 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Ready, blue 80, blue 80. 51. Here we go, T. Here I come, here I come. All right, 25.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Ryan. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
From the 29, Watson. They're going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And Eifert has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Safety's creeping.
On first down, Ryan. Funches has it complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big-time play there for the Texans. 54 yards.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Topper!
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Watson, he's going to back away and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
This is it. Single receiver. Over there. Single receiver.
On 2nd and 12, Watson taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And now here is another interception. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
If this was boxing, you think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered, but this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play, showing they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room and smile about, but hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. After the run, Watson going to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Check. Lucky. Hey, 55. Hey, 31. 50.
Here we go on 4th. Watson, and that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Falcons push further out in front. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. They went for it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Ryan. He's got the hook up to Jerron Brown. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. It's caught by Funchess. And he's going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Ryan now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Miller. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Got it. Back 25. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Got it. This ball back for the offense. Let's go. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Let's set a tone, fellas.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Hey, come on, now.
After the interception, here's Watson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And it's third down.
The Falcons on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is third down and 12. Now Watson taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And that is incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on. Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
21.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check.
From the gun, Ryan. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down. First and 10.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. That complete to Lamar Miller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
61, matchbox lights. Check. Hey, check.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
59, ready. 280. You're not ready. 21.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play his own defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Whip. Watch the whip.
Throwing again. Ryan. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Ryan will throw again. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Devin Funchess with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Here we go. Here we go.
First down, Atlanta.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
On 3. Motion. On 55.
Now it's Barkley. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
At the 37-yard line.
Set. 19. Check. 55 for Mike. You. You go tight. Put it down. And go.
The toss out to Barkley. And an alley to Ron. again. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Falcons. Saquon Barkley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more.
And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A first down run by Barkley, unsuccessful, as he won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go, defense.
Out of the gun, Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's third down. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that would be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Now, to be frank, a silly penalty there trying to block the field goal, and that leads to a fresh set of downs. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Oh, yeah.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
You got nothing. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Come on. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. 21. Turn 3. Go.
They go play action with Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyus Bowser in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Third and long. It's Ryan. And he's going to go down again. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Here's Jones. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 11-yard line.
Reset. 19. Double time. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Falcons, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Texans, the calendar changed October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew.
Going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird. Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a boss it. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the gang, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird. Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Growing up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen.